Hi guys. Now I don't know about you guys, but surgery just isn't fun. Unless you think it's fun to have your face ripped open by a random dude you've never met. And also, sadly, I ended up on that position getting my face ripped open. And I'm going to talk about it. Also, you have to wear a huge nose bandage for a week, which isn't that fun either. Now, this all started in late 2021 when I felt a cough, and it was kind of weird because this cough, it regenerated itself and it wouldn't go away. And then my mom took me to the doctor and they found out that I had something called chronic sinusitis. For those who don't know what chronic sinusitis is, I'll give it an explanation. So there's these things in your head called sinuses, and they hold all of your snot. And sometimes the cavities on them can become enlarged, which means snot can't come out and you can't breathe right. So, yeah. So what the doctors did is they just gave me some antibiotics and I was magically better. And that's not the end of this story, that's all I'm going to say. And everything was smooth sailing until August of 2024 when I got pneumonia. And not long after, I was diagnosed with asthma and my sinuses started acting up again. So what the doctors did to fix me is they put me on 20 days of antibiotics, which isn't really common because most people go for 5 or 10 days. And if you didn't know, antibiotics basically flush all the bacteria out of your stomach, even the good kind. So that means that you just throw up all the time, and it's not even because you're sick, it's just because of the medicine. And also, they gave me another type of antibiotic, and I had an allergic reaction to it, so they had to swap it back out with the old one. And for some reason, nothing at all worked. So then we went to an ENT some random Saturday, and then they recommended surgery, and my mom was like, as soon as we can. So I was scheduled for next week sometime. They didn't decide until later that week, but yeah. So then I was at summer camp one day, and my mom picked me up, and she told me 2 things. Number 1, Ozzy Osbourne was dead. That wasn't too happy. I like rock music. And then I'm getting surgery on the next day, which is not that fun. And for anyone watching, if you ever get surgery, you might get an anxiety before it, and boy, I had a lot of it. But my mom told me that there is so little chances to go wrong, and at first I didn't understand that, but then I realized it's like a 1 in 300,000 chance for the surgery I was getting, so I calmed down, and on the day of the surgery, I was actually in a good mood before I went in. They sat me on some little roller bed thingy when I got there, and they hooked me up to an IV. And then they brought me to a room, and all I remember asking is, when the anesthesia comes in, can I do the countdown? And that's all I remember. And then it was just like there was a scene missing, like just nothing. There was just nothing there, and I was under for 3 hours, and nothing happened. And then, when I woke up, I was very woozy. And also, before the surgery, the doctor told me she would give me a popsicle and some Sprite. And when I woke up, I kept going in and out of sleep. And she was clearly annoyed. By the way, it took me almost an hour to eat the popsicle. And I took 2 sips of the Sprite, and then I was done. And it's been 5 months since I got the surgery, and I'm actually feeling way better than I did before. And yeah. Hey guys, I'm sorry this video took so long. I've been sick for a long time, but there is something I want to say. We got fan art. I mean, that's amazing. Like, thank you so much. But yeah, how do y'all like the video?